Press all this behind if I can't sing like this, but
Duende Flamenco for memory loss at Phoenix Center for the Arts. Seated classes.
What up, everybody? What up? What up? What up? What's happening? What's happening?
Alzheimer's or
what is
classes
happening?
start March 8th.
What's going on in your hoods?
At Phoenix Center
Hope
for
everything is
the
good.
/classes.
You guys be good. You guys stay cool.
254
Stay warm. Be good. Be safe.
Broadcasting from the campus of the Phoenix Center for the Arts, this is radiophoenix.org, Phoenix.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to get off this
10, 9,
thingy right here.
7, 6,
I think I'm live here. Yes, I'm live.
3,
Am I live? Yes, I'm live.
0.
All right.
This is a journey into sound.
Welcome to the Yaggah Movement Radiocast. Here comes the Yaggah Movement Radiocast.
What's good, y'all? It's your girl, Sarah Serenity from
get off
Serenity
this.
Stone Photography. and you are now listening to the Yaggah Movement Radiocast with Mr. Clean B. Yaggah.
You are now tuning in to the Yaggah Movement Radiocast every Saturday from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m.
Shout out.
every single
Yes,
time.
indeed. Soulstar Live in the building. If I can get this thing right here fixed up. Man, can't find my face. I am so sorry. What up? Rest in power, Novi, man. Rest in power, Novi, man. Rest in power, Novi, man. Real talk. And I'm still shocked right now. Still shocked. And now that I'm awakened to the truth, I made myself a promise that I never promise crazy again. Now I know that 85% of the world. Except for my face right here or something. Still sleep. I'm so sorry. 85% of the world. I'm trying to fix this. I do apologize. Oh my God, it's embarrassing. Now they worry about who the hell is the president, but that ain't never mattered to me. Cause out of 45 people who have run this country, only one of them has ever wanted me to be free. They took away our heritage, they took away our language, brought us 9,000 miles to build a country for free. They called us stupid infants and they called us lipids, but I swear we kings and queens. Take a look at our history. Yeah, back to the motherland. You went to her, then you'll understand. The birthplace of every single man. All your roots are there. Need to seek them out, better be aware. The whitewashing there is very clear. Please awaken from the slump of the government as you wonder, and in time you'll eventually see. Yeah, that you are powerful beyond your own measure, but you gotta keep in mind that your mind is the key. Yeah, and then you'll know that 85% of the world. Thank you for joining us today. Welcome to the Yaggah Movement Radiocast. I don't know why this is. They're walking around the world blind. Got a blindfold on their third eye. That's why I know 85% of the world still sleep. 85% of the world still sleep. 85% of the world. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. This camera is going crazy. Oh man. Welcome back. Live right now. To make sure this video is good to go. Welcome back to the Yaggah Movement Radiocast. This is the Yaggah Movement Radiocast. Put up this song, no, eh? Okay! Yes, Yaggah. Rest in power, Novi, man. Rest in power, Novi. Welcome back to the Yaggah Movement Radiocast. Yes, indeed. What a rough week. Oh, wait. What a rough week, man. But I'm glad to be here, y'all. I'm glad to be here with y'all. Mr. Clean be back at radiothings.org where the valor comes to talk, sing, and connect. Big shout out to Digital Media. Also, SafariSoundzEnt Entertainment. Yes, indeed. I just had a rough week, but I'm back to be back again. Yes, I'm black. Yes, of course I'm black. But I just want to give a special shout out to the Novi Centari family, most definitely. I just heard some bad news from a couple of my peers. Didn't want to believe it, but yes, indeed, I want to dedicate this to one of my, I believe, associate friend, networker, most definitely. But let's keep this party going. I know some of y'all, starting school. It's the Yaggah Movement Radiocast, Mr. Clean Beat. Let's go. Oh man, we are here right now. Hold on. What is this? Why do I have to do this, yo? many of y'all have dreams and some of y'all, so y'all don't have people wrong with y'all.
All right, this is my thing.
When I know if you're riding with me, yeah, I got my stories with me. Oh, I got my brothers riding with me. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. I got a team that's calling me. Let's get it. I know if you're riding with me.
Okay, I'm not going to play with the camera this time. I will not play with that this time. I won't play with it this time. Yes, indeed. All right. Appreciate everybody out there joining me today, man. Most definitely. I know it's pretty hot. First of all, it's hot, so whatever you guys do on the streets, please do not be on the streets. Stay hydrated. Most definitely stay hydrated. Just be safe out there. Stay well. Just stay elevated. Most definitely. Just whatever you do, make sure that you protect yourself. You think of others out there. Most definitely. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all today, man. I had a rough week, but I'm still here. And really, what really gonna put the nail in the coffin is when I heard my one of my, I consider him as my brother, Novi, who passed away yesterday. According to the social media news that I just saw, all the news feeds I was receiving, and like I said, I consider him as a brother, and not just because he came to the show or he came to the Yaggah Movement Radiocast, and big shout out to sister Sarah Serenity, most definitely, man. Big shout out to her. If it wasn't for her, I gotta keep my, I gotta make sure I give her a shout out. If it wasn't for her, I would have never met Novi Centeri, most definitely. And I gotta put this on my dad's grave. So big shout out to Sister Sarah Serenity for actually introducing me to to Brother Novi, not just to him, but his music, his knowledge. When he came out here, when he had a show, we were just talking about hip hop, and which I will talk about that. As far as the hip hop snitching code, I know some of y'all out there are thinking that, we are still living in the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, or the 2010s, which is a little bit different right now. So, right now things have changed. The movement have changed. A lot of things around us, even our kids are getting caught up to all those social media, TikTok, and all that stuff. So everything is changing around us, and we need to pay attention to all of that. And also I would like to talk about the Steph Curry dad, the relationship. I don't know, for the past few weeks I've been talking about relationship. I don't know why. And I'm not looking for love out there. Please believe me, I'm not trying to, get in trouble. Because last time I checked, you go out there, you're trying to ask for someone for marriage or relationship. It's a whole nother baggage that you have to be prepared for right now. Relationship is not like it used to be back in the day. And shout out to everybody out there who are holding on to their relationship very strong and and very tightly, and not giving up, and resisting all the temptation outside. Big shout out to all of y'all out there. Most definitely, just keep the spirit up, man. Just keep believing that it will happen, because trust me, man. I told y'all fools, some of your fools out there, that relationship nowadays is different. It's a short-term notice. If I can give you a 7-day, 30-day notice, like those rental places, that's what it looks like. But I say short-term notice because you got folks out there who are not taking love seriously. Y'all want to talk about love and stuff like this, right? All of y'all want to talk about love. Some of y'all always talk about, oh, I love this person. I love this person. That's I love every freaking time somebody gotta express what love is with those 3-letter words. I hope I said it right. 3-letter words. But I want to talk about the Curry family where and and I understand pretty much what Steph Curry and his wife and the brother, who they're siding with. They're going to side with the mom, regardless of what the mom has done, regardless of if she cheated or anything like this. And can we all just can we all just be fair right now and recognize that women cheat too? Can I just say this without getting in trouble or having some type of repercussion? Because I know a lot of time when I say women cheat, I get in trouble sometime, or I get some type of backlash, or anything like this. But like I said, I'm not trying to get no backlash. I'm not trying to, be on the bad stuff for you guys. So please just don't lash at me. But I want to talk about that because I feel that it's something that's very close, very close to me, especially when you lose it, when you create a foundation and it's like building an empire, right? It's like building an empire. You're building your family, you're building everybody around. You're building your family, you're building your business, you're building everything around you. You know what I'm saying? Then when you build all that stuff, and then somehow you don't pay attention to what is happening, and everything starts to crumble left to right. You're having, folks going against you, going against, what you stand for. You have people who, because, you're the alpha male. So it is, of course, a norm that, you will get some backlash. And, and what happened to Dale Curry and his wife, like I said, I'm not big shout out to DJ Killer Kurt. I hope I said it right, man. I hope I said it right. Big shout out to y'all. Please invite all your friends. You can call the number. I know we have a new number right now, 602-633-2662. You can call me live and direct, 602-633-2662. And I want to give a big shout out to my Afghanistan brothers and sisters out there, and also to the 13th agents who went to rescue the American citizen who are in Kabul, Afghanistan, and also some of those immigrants who are trying to flee the land. And my prayers to the families out there, most definitely. And and also, things are just different. Things are just different. And if you haven't hugged somebody out there for a while, go and give them a hug. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't told someone that you love them, just tell them that you love them. You know what I mean? And if you want to subscribe to this podcast, the show, I appreciate it. Next month we are doing some changes. I know last weekend I promised y'all that I would do some changes, but I appreciate everybody out there who are very patient to the movement, who are very attentive to what's going on right now. So, but I just want to just lay down what's going on and be real with everybody out there, because like I said, this is what the Yaggah Movement Radiocast is about. For those out there who follow me, those out there who pay attention to the show since day one, I appreciate your support. I appreciate your love. I appreciate everything that you invest, into me for pretty much being a talkative mother lover, just be out there, just, start spitting on the mic, everything like this. And please wear a face mask, okay? For whatever political affiliation that you are with, just wear a face mask. If you're from the South of America, wear a face mask. If you don't want to get vaccinated, wear a face mask. I understand that, we are living in a land of freedom. We are living in the land of, you have to be, you have to express your freedom. You have to express, everything that you do. Your freedom is pretty much what makes you, the person that you stand for. Your freedom is what, is what represents who you are, not just as a human being, but as a man, as a woman. But, I told this joke to this lady, the other day, and I was like this. I was like, all right, check this out. So let's just say that you meeting this dude, right? You meeting this guy, and I hope that this is not an advice to kind of, to provoke the mind for those out, for folks out there. But I just want to keep it real, because for the folks out there who keep on saying, I don't want to get vaccinated, or I don't want to wear a face mask, I completely understand, especially living in America. You cannot argue, or you cannot dispute the simple fact that there is a constitution that will allow certain people to be able to be expressive when it comes to that. But number one, let's be mindful about what we are fighting for, what we are disputing for, or about. Excuse me. We are disputing about, first of all, a virus that's killing, already killing over millions of people. That's number one. And number two, you have folks out there who are politicizing the virus, the mask, pretty much everything that's going on, trying to have some type of anti-partisan, Democrats versus Republicans, men versus women, black versus white, all of that stuff that's going on right now. And if you don't pay attention to what is happening, what I'm saying is just pay attention to, who you putting in power out there. Yes, no fake news, Mr. Clean D. Rest in power, Novi Centari, man. Rest in power. I want to dedicate this show most definitely to my brother Novi. I consider him as my brother. One of the local rappers out here, in Phoenix, Arizona, most definitely, who came and showed me support via radiophoenix.org, where the valor comes to talk, sing, and connect. And before I even start, talking, before I even start going through all my segment of the day, I want to give a big shout out to everybody out there that I haven't called, that I haven't, text, that I haven't, I say what's up for, yesterday, last year, before, post-pandemic, post-COVID-19. For those out there who from Tucson, Arizona to Maryland to Los Angeles, California to Phoenix, Arizona, to the East Coast, to the West Coast. I love y'all. I miss y'all. I definitely will see y'all most definitely. And, keep your head up. Whatever you're going through, keep your head up. Keep your spirit up. Never give up. Never give up on hope. Keep your head up high to the sky. Most definitely, because I know all of us are going through some type of challenges. All of us are going through some type of loss, some type of grievance. And today I'm just going to keep it real with y'all because, like I said earlier, if you are following me through my streaming right now, I do appreciate it. But, this whole week has been a week of grievance, a week of challenges, life challenges, social challenges, systematic challenges, to the point that, I have to learn, where I stand as a man, where I stand as a citizen, where I stand as a human being. But But yesterday I just got a news that really kind of threw me out, out of the water. You know, first of all, I was going. You already know, Mr. Clean B. Lately I've been going through social media just so I can catch up to whatever is going on with whatever news, which I will talk about that later on. But I just went in and I started to go through all the news feeds, and then Sister Sarah Serenity, of course, if y'all know her, she's one of the top flight networker out there out here in Phoenix, Arizona. Have been a support system via Radio Phoenix, and also for those out there who know her, she's also into the painting business right now, and I remember when she used to come out to Radio Phoenix to support me, to support the show, to sort of bring the voice, her voice out there, not just her voice, but the Phoenix voice out there, to make sure that everybody who needs a voice, from artists to networkers to business folks out there, what I'm saying, y'all know who she is, most definitely. And one day she told me, hey, I'm about to bring this brother right there, that he's a talented brother, he's a rapper, local artist, very conscious, guy, but if you talk to him, his rap is very, very different from what he talks about. And then here comes Novi. Everybody knows him by Novi. I know him by Novi. First time I saw him, definitely the interaction, the energy was just warm, was just welcoming. Definitely just, one of those brothers that did not look at me as the other African, that came from motherland from yesterday or whatever, but look at me as another black man just like him. Pretty much elaborate on local, on music. We went from music to hip hop, before the microphone and through the microphone and after the microphone. Pretty much speaking about the music industry, speaking about the music business, speaking about the experiment of a black man, of our brothers out there, especially our brothers out there who are getting lost into to certain things, to certain dilemma of the system. Very intelligent brother, very inspiring brother, very motivating brother when I met him via to radiophoenix.org. And when I met him, it was pretty much, it was a great energy that to this day I still share with it. To this day I still, I talked to folks since yesterday. I've been telling, some of my peers out there, because they're like, ask me what's wrong with you, and I tell them, honestly, I'm going through some, some life, life experience, life difficulties, but this news just took me, off, off the wagon. This news just put the nail on my coffin, because just hearing another news of someone that's close to me that I lost this year again. Someone that came to the show that has been a support system, not just to the Yaggah Movement Radiocast, but also to what I do outside this radio station, outside my radio show. And the last time I interacted with him was in September of last year. I mean, it was a pandemic and everything like this. And that was my last interaction with him. Pretty much it was just about the music, but it wasn't really about music, but it was about life. It was just about life experience, just the same energy that he came with, at the radio station. Is the same energy that that he welcomed me. And the last message they left me was, "I got you, bro," because back then, you already know, I got my brotherly talk. Please don't forget to go support my brotherly talk on anchor.fm/Safari Sounds podcast. And when I heard the news, I hit up Sister Sarah Serenity. I just, because I hate, first of all, I hate death. I hate death. I hate losing people. Ever since my father passed away, I've been and I've been really, me and death are like or like enemies. It's like East Coast West Coast type of crap, And it's like, me losing someone that I do care, whether I live with them, whether I grew up with them, or I only knew them yesterday, but whenever energy that I have encountered once I met them, it's not something that you can erase. It's not something that you can trade. It is not something that is exchangeable for another feeling or for another emotions to come to its placement. I lost shout out to brother DJ Vex, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to a Papa, you know what I'm saying, for my old job. And I lost a lot, some good folks that I lost this year, which has been very difficult here, not just personally, not just physically, but just socially. And when I heard the news, I just wanted to make sure that, just like everybody, I get my news right, because I don't like propaganda. I do not like, people going on social media and literally just trying to post off ignorant things, negative, news. Because I was just told already to stay away from the news media, which is kind of, I was laughing about that. But once I went and I saw that it was real, the news was true, and it was pretty much the reality of the matter. I withdrew myself for a few minutes. I believe I had a bad day yesterday. My day was very terrible. Very just trying to understand what's really going on, around me. Like folks around me that I'm losing left and right, people that I care, people that I'm very, very, that I do care about. And this has nothing to do with Radio Phoenix or with Safaris Entertainment or the Yaggah Movement Radiocast. A lot of time, when there's this saying, that saying, you miss something good or you miss someone great when they're gone or where they're not around. And that's how I felt like. I felt like this all through the year. All through the year I felt like this. I have been feeling like this. Even yesterday when I went through the news, I came to the radio station and really didn't do anything just to listen to his music, reflect on life, reflect on just the reminiscing on the good days. We're losing good people out here. We're losing good folks out there, whether it's to this pandemic, whether it's through some type of trauma, whether it's through violence, but we're losing good folks out there. And Novi was a good dude. So I even told Sister Serenity, I was like, this brother is good. He's a good brother. And I never really backed down from that. I kept my relationship, my contact with him, what I'm saying, knowing that he was going through his personal struggle. I'm going through my personal struggle, but the contact, the connection was still there. And coming to the show, I was going to come and be Jubilee and trying to come out and start talking about the Tekashi 6ix9ine and the WAC 100, because that was the missing pieces segment that I missed last Saturday on my birthday, because everybody wanted me to come and have an opinion about that or be able to have, some type of say-so about that, which I will elaborate on that. But I just wanted to come and be human, if you know me by Mr. Clean B, that's just who you hear from Yaggah Movement Radiocast to whatever event that you see me on the streets. If you know my real name, you know where I stand for, you know who I'm about. But one thing I would like to advise everyone out there, and that's just my coming from my heart, is just, if you haven't heard from someone from years, but you still care for them, it's okay to reach out. If somebody is struggling, It's okay to be a support system. It's okay to be able to help that person, uplift that person so they can come back on their feet. You know, it's always okay to be you don't have to be Superman, Superwoman, to help somebody out there. But if you see somebody crying, if you see somebody out there screaming for help, screaming for assistance, screaming for some type of moral support, it doesn't have to be money a lot of times, I think a lot of times, like what we fail to do, I'm not sure if it's the pandemic, if it's the moral of what we are going through. But I feel that we are losing some type of morality. We are losing some sense of common sense when it comes to just assisting each other, helping each other out there, especially amongst Black folks. Whether you're African American, you're African, you're Jamaican, wherever you are. But that sense of that lack of support is really real. And my advice to everybody out there that looks like me, what I'm saying, if you haven't heard from anyone that looks like you, that you went to high school, college, or that you call your friends, you still say I still care about that person, just reach out to that person. If somebody calls you and texts you up and say, hey man, I need your support, I need your help, I need your assistance, don't shy away from that support. Don't shy away from being the difference maker from that person. Because a lot of times amongst each other, we seem to be losing that morality when it comes to assisting each other, when it comes to helping each other. And I know people change. I know things change. Circumstances can change at the end of the day. But the one thing that we are born with is morality and common sense. And I just hope, for me going to you, everybody out there who are listening to me, that let's start practicing that common sense, that sense of optimism, that sense of being a support system, that sense of, smiling next to your brother or sister, or be the positive in the community, not being the egotistical, not being the narcissistic, or not shying away from someone because they're suffering, or not bearing someone 6 foot under because now they are struggling. Now you're enjoying their struggle, or now you can be able to jump on whatever they're going through. Because last time I checked, everybody has their struggle time. Everybody has their time of challenges. Everybody has a clock where when God comes at your door and knocks at your door and tells you it is time for you to face whatever circumstances, whatever challenges, whatever difficulties that you have in your life, be prepared for that. But at the end of the day, make sure that you give a smile to those out there who either supported you, assisted you, helped you, were behind your back 110%. And before I go, I would like to dedicate this to Novi Centeri, to his family. My condolences, my prayers to your family, to everybody out there who lost a good brother or good friend or good role model, or one of the top local artists, I should say, most definitely. Rest in power, my brother. Rest in power. And I'm going to play one more time, Still Sleep. For those out there who know who Novi is, man. Rest in peace, bro. Bless up.
Yeah. Fair. Over. It's Phantom Novi, I'm manifesting my thoughts, cause I got so many things on my brain. I How do you get dissatisfied with all of the costs? Let's go on up this wall, they mind is still
Amen.
the government, they lie to them, make them blind to them, but their lives are so easy, they don't want it to change.
Real quick.
It's been 400 years, and
I'm not gonna play with this, so let's stay away for a minute.
Just look at how they treat us now. They demonize us, then they shoot us down.
Thank you very much.
The Willie Lynch letters, better read them and get your
Get
shit
some one real
together.
quick.
The song is coming, can't you read the weather? But you can't, and it's sadness because I know about the history and I can feel all of the pain. And now that I'm awakened to the truth, I made myself a promise that I'd never fall asleep again. Now I know that 85% of the world still sleep. 85% of the world still sleep. They walking around the world blind. Got a blindfold on their third eye. That's why I know 85% of the world is still sleepy. Now they worry about who the hell is the president, but that ain't never mattered to me. Cause out of 45 people who have run this country, only one of them has ever wanted me to be free. They took away our heritage, they took away our language, brought us 9,000 miles to build a country for free. They called us stupid Hindus and they called us wicked, but that's why we kings and queens. Take a look at our history. Yeah, back to the motherland. You in tune with her, then you'll understand the birthplace of every single man. All your roots are there. Need to seek them out, better be aware. The whitewashing there is very clear. Please awaken from the slumber that government has you under, and in time you'll eventually see. Yeah, that you are powerful beyond your own measure, but you gotta keep in mind as your mind is the key. Yeah, and then you'll know that 85% of the world still sleep. 85% of the world still sleep. They walking around the world blind. Got a blindfold on their third eye. That's why I know 85% of the world still sleep. 85% of the world still sleep. 85% of the world still sleep. Go! Hey! Hey, we back, nigga! Slow like stuff is my biggest stupid. You in the wrong place. Every nolly GB got their own suit. You think it's sweeter? And I can sweeter. Any simple mistake will leave you stink, yeah. Don't kill your brother with a bad face. And the activism is me up shit demons. I hope that she's smart. I'll tell you no lie. I don't say like it's a living in the game. I came a long way. I need to prove this. Yeah, my name rings bell till like recess. She said she beat you. She knows some data. I see the trouble living life till I ask her. We smoking shots out of people. That lunch is the enemy. Pop down the shake on the night. Take the top off. Cooking up. All that he said, she said this shit. I am singing the issue. Bro, nigga, this shit for the point thing. I'ma tell it. I'm singing and lose. Like I came up, yo, something. Two devil on my shoulder. All they talk about is killing. Run my fat blood. Chop it on my demons. Sucker full of sinners. Give it making love to the creature. I know some cold killers. They keep that citizen app. You see the murder rate? You better stay strapped. Eating zero shit. Now you mad, man. I'm with the dumb shit. You with the broke bear.
Yeah, I'm slumming shit. Just ask my man. You steal from me. I'm taking your hands. Skip from where my mother on the land. If you know you can't beat my man, skip from shooting. Just look at my hands. If I get booked, one stitch my man. I'm in the hood. Pushing the V8, my gas on E. Just look at my thing. Or what's he simple? You switching your mans. Or what's on this? Look at this, my mans. They done said it crazy. What is he saying? You ain't supposed to get it on the stand. It's school. We in the slum. But we don't move how they move. Trendsetters. You already know. We don't do what they do. Hot boy, but I'm so cool. Keep plotting till I get you. Stack money for big moves. You'll crash to me if you been used. Can't go to work if you broke. Man, that shit's like a joke. Trying to hit him from a block away, but can't afford his school. Would you try and get turned to a ghost? Man, I'm the type that'll get close. For minding my business, like here you go. Then bang you right in your nose.
Yeah. Fam, Nova. It's Phantom Novi, I'm manifesting my thoughts, cause I got so many things on my brain. Like how do you get dissatisfied with all of the costs? This war, their mind is still shackled and chains. The government been lying to them, they blind to them, but their lives are so easy, they don't want it to change. It's been 400 years and we still slaving for them, crooked labor for them, man, ain't a damn thing changed. Just look at how they treat us now. They demonize us, then they shoot us down. 3/5 human, they still see it now. The Willie Lynch letters, better read them and get your shit together. The storm is coming, can't you read the weather? But they can't, and it's sadness because I know about the history and I can feel all of the pain. And now that I'm awakened to the truth, I made myself a promise that I'd never fall asleep again. Now I know that 85% of the world still sleep. 85% of the world still sleep. They walking around the world blind. Got a blindfold on their third eye. That's why I know 85% of the world still sleep. Now they worry about who the hell is the president, but that ain't never mattered to me. Cause out of 45 people who have run this country, only one of them has ever wanted me to be free. They took away our heritage, they took away our language, brought us 9,000 miles to build a country for free. They called us stupid individuals and they called us stupid, but that's why we kings and queens. Take a look at our history. Yeah, back to the motherland. You in tune with her, then you'll understand. The birthplace of every every single man. All your roots are there. Need to seek them out, better be aware. The whitewashing there is very clear. Please awaken from the slumber that government has you under. And in time, you'll eventually see, yeah, that you are powerful beyond your own measure. But you gotta keep in mind, as your mind is the key. Yeah, and then you'll know that 85% of the world still sleep. 85% of the world still sleep. They walking around the world blind. Got a blindfold on their third eye. That's why I know 85% of the world still sleep. 85% of the world still sleep. 85% of the world still sleep.
Yeah, we back again. Yaggah, Mr. Clean B. Oh, let me get this thing off right here. Bless up to everybody out there, man. Join us today. We're going to keep it up to date, most definitely, man. Radiocast.org when the battle comes. To talk, sing, and connect. And if you have any events, anything that you'd like to share, broadcast, just don't hesitate. You can email us, every information that we're going to be able to share that with you on our next broadcasting. And don't forget to also subscribe to my YouTube channel at SafariSoundzEnt on YouTube, and also my podcast, The Brotherly Talk, at anchor.fm/SafariSounds podcast. Yes, indeed. Now, one way you can support Radio Phoenix is by becoming one of our sustaining donors. For your financial gift sustainers, receive discounts, savings, and other benefits provided by our sustenance program partners. And don't forget, your financial contribution is tax deductible. For more information to sign up, you can call 602-254-6636 or go online to radiophoenix.org and click on the donate button on the top menu. We thank you for your generous support of community radio. Yaggah. Yes. So, we're back again. Now, I know last week a lot of y'all were talking about the snitching code. When is it okay to snitch? Tekashi 69 is not a rapper. Blah blah blah. The snitching things. Nobody's supposed to be doing that. Whack 100 is not a real gangster. Pretty much just going for 2 weeks to analyze all those interviews that end up being in the clubhouse, that end up sounding like some type of social media gangsterism threat that became very popular on social media and on YouTube and all the social media outlets, to the point that I was thinking to myself that, okay, so I'm gonna come and talk about that. But then more things were coming. Pretty much for those out there who may know the story or may not know the story, this is how it goes. Pretty much, DJ Alchemist had an interview with Tekashi 69 and Whack 100. For those out there who don't know who Whack 100 is, he is I believe, the game's manager and Blueface manager. I guess world manager or music manager. But he's into the entertainment business. So, he had an interview with Tekashi 69. So now I'm going to pretty much, I'm not going to take nobody's sides here, because as I analyze that was brought to my attention from me listening, watching, paying attention to everyone out there who jumped on the bandwagon about, oh my gosh, this was far worse than what's happening, blah blah blah. This is not gangsterism, or this is not a way to to hold up to the streets, blah blah blah. First of all, just like I tell my brothers and sisters in relationship, don't ever mix your personal into your business. That's number one. Now, number one is when I say don't ever mix your personal to your business. Business is the entertainment lifestyle. It's pretty much the rapper that you guys will encounter with, but the personal is the streets. The gangsters, the hoodlums, the goons, as you call them. Those who probably will never understand the entertainment lifestyle because they are so caught up in that personal street lifestyle. So when I was listening to the DJ Alchemist, Tekashi 69, Whack 100, where Tekashi 69 will, pretty much trying to tell Whack 100 about how he is a real gangster because he feeds his family, he feeds people up, and Whack 100 has to remind him that no, gangsters, you as a man, it's your job to feed your family and your children as a man. It has nothing to do with gangsterism or street life. You as a man, if you produce a life, if you have a foundation behind you that you are responsible for that, you as a man have to take care of that, which I agree 110%. Because I hope that folks don't think or don't confuse the matter that, or if you're a gangster on the street, yes, if you're a gangster on the street, that's the streets. If you feed your family by any means necessary, if you think like a Machiavellian, that is your prerogative. That is your choice. I mean, you're gonna do what you gotta do in order for your mother, for your children, for your wife or your husband to eat by any means necessary. You know what I'm saying? You have to think like a Machiavellian. That right there, you separate that up. But when it comes to the street and the personal, just the same thing. You cannot mix all of them together. That's number one thing that I've noticed, that everybody will bring the streets into a rap life or into the entertainment business life, which it's two different words. Two different words. You can ask the LAPD or Las Vegas with the Tupac and all that stuff. Or if you watch Unsolved, you can go watch Unsolved. Now, number two. Now, what I've just noticed is the simple fact that people were getting to their feelings about one person interacting with another individual. Now, again, the first one I just said, separate the entertainment to the personal. For those out there from big shout out to 21 Savage and all the rappers out there who pretty much went out there and not just defending Jim Jones, but pretty much reminding White 100 about the street life, which I don't believe that White 100 is a street dude or he's a gangster. Yeah, he's a Pyru, but last time I checked, the man's a businessman. He's around, he's around entertainment lifestyle. He's around entertainers. He's around rappers. He's around a lot of movie stars. So his lifestyle is not in the streets. So for him to talk to Tekashi 69, well, yeah, you can call it a code, of conduct. He broke the code of conduct where he's not allowed to talk to an informant, to a government informant, because I'm not going to say snitches and all that stuff. But yes, Tekashi 69 is a government informant. And for the simple fact that WAP 100 had an interview with him, the emotional distress pretty much went out, out of the blue, where they were trying to remind this man by telling him that, well, you're a G, you were supposed to know that you're supposed to talk to a rat. And when I'm listening to the interview for the third, fourth, fifth time, yes, of course, for those out there who don't understand who Tekashi 69 is, he is an instigator. This man has instigated from the start when he has arrived into the hip hop, business, to the entertainment business. He has been instigating to most every rappers, every celebrities out here. So y'all should be, getting to your memo that this man loves to instigate. That's how he gets his shine. That's how he gets his promo. That's how he gets his, his little advertisement, his clout, as the street calls it. But the thing is, when you have to go on some type of social house club or some type of social media platform and literally not discussing educational matter, but trying to lash out your emotional issues. Because when I was listening to all those grown men talking to White 100, whether it was White 100, Tekashi 69, DJ Academic, all the rappers out there who are going online cussing at each other and not thinking that there are children who are listening to what they're saying. There are children who are paying attention to their wording, to that gangsterism. There are children who think that, oh, well, you know, it is okay for me to snitch. Oh, it is okay for me not to snitch. I mean, what was the lesson at the end of the day? Because one thing I've heard is, oh, you have to be a gangster. You have to stand your ground. But can we teach a 4, 5, 6-year-old not to follow that lifestyle? Can we teach so there won't be no government informants? Can we teach a young man, a young girl, to be a role model, to read a book, to do their math, to do their homework, to listen to the teacher, listen to their parents, to stay home and start being a model of good positivity in our society? Can we all do that in our platform instead of promoting gangsterism, instead of promoting anything that has nothing to do with educational status quo? That's what some of y'all out there talking about. I don't want to wear a face mask, because you don't understand, the totality of what a face mask does. Or for those out there who are not educated enough to understand, what is going on in our society. But if you want to get my opinion about this, it was just ignorant to the best. Because my thing was, so what was the lesson? Because it was just a bunch of angry men going on that platform being angry at each other. And that anger didn't go anywhere because, by the grace of God, I just hope that they didn't take that on the streets or send somebody and say, hey, I'm about to do the Jim Jones phone call, super violate, super duper violate. I'm about to super triple U violate, quadruple violate. All of that is unnecessary, uneducative. It doesn't teach the kids, the new generation, how to be moral, how to be model, good citizens at all. Nothing, nada, zip. So for those out there who want to make that, gangsterism, trust me, I do respect gangster life. I have friends out there who are in that lifestyle, whether they're OGs or new bloods. They're all still in that lifestyle. But at the end of the day, folks make choices. But if we can make better choices for our children to make better decisions when they grow up, so we're not going to turn to another Honduras, another El Salvador, have a high crime rate in our community, and start blaming left and right each other. Education is necessary. I keep on telling you that. We'll be right back.
Programming is supported by Shiner Gold Pomade, regular, special, and play hair holds for men and women, shave soap and merchandise, retail locations in the U.S. or online stores to anywhere in the world at shinergold.com, Shiner Gold on Facebook.
Nothing could be finer than a man who smells like Shiner.
Finer than to be in Carolina in the morning. This is the story of a very special woman. Just a few knew about her superpowers. In a matter of seconds, she turned herself into a great mathematician. She masqueraded as a regular person at work, but as a superhero at home. Everyone knows her as Gabriella. I still call her Mom.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need to help, complete with tips and resources at aarp.org/caregiving. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
I'm Amy Goodman. Join me and co-host Juan Gonzalez for Democracy Now!, your daily grassroots, global, unembedded, independent, international investigative news hour, tackling the issues the corporate media won't touch. Democracy Now! Here on Radio Phoenix.
Democracy Now! Weekday mornings at 9 on Radio Phoenix.
If you love them enough to listen to them practice the same song on tuba,
Please be done.
over and over and over and over and over, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the backseat.
Sounds good, honey.
Check today at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Hey, I'm Kaja Brown. Join me each week for Hip Rock Nation. It features a soundtrack of alternative, electronic, dance, neo-soul, and rap music from around the world. Besides music, we spotlight and connect progressive artists, activists, and cultural leaders while covering topics like politics, finance, health, and relationships. Remember, Hip Rock Nation. Saturday nights at 8 on Radio Phoenix, where the Valley comes to talk, sing, connect.
Broadcasting from the campus of the Phoenix Center for the Arts. This is radiophoenix.org.
Yaggah Movement Radiocast.
Yes, appreciate that very much. Big up the radio station for I and I. Tommy do one love.
Yeah man, this is Bongo Man Desire Fire, new Desire Fire 100. You call me Desire Fire 100 because it's 100%, 100. Respect to Mr. Clean B and Radio Phoenix. I got respect for this man. He's a businessman, and give him the love he deserves. I want all my followers, all my friends to link to Radio Phoenix 100%. One love. And all the artists of Phoenix, love to T-Rex, love to all the artists in Phoenix, you know, all the Phoenix artists, Togo Boy on the side, on all of them artists, whoever is struggling to make that music happen. One love. All right, the sun is hot right now, I'm sweating.
Hey yo, this is Infectious Michael, the music virus. And right now, you are listening to the Yaggah movement. Yaggah, Yaggah, Yaggah.
This is the Princess of Phoenix, and you're listening to the Yaggah Movement Radiocast. Yaggah!
This is Mary, and you are now listening to the Yaggah Movement Radiocast. Yaggah!
I wanna be a fire, you know. Well, fire with so. Yeah, people. Anything you want, I go buy you. I wanna be the only one to see you when you wake up in the morning. Anything you want, you get it, me, I go buy you. Give me your love, now. I want your love, don't say you don't say, I don't say, now. Give me love, I want your love, I want your love, I want your love, give me love, I see your body, somewhere I want them, je te ferai l'accélérateur pour te dire je t'aime. Si tu es mon ami, non, ma active la partie, si tu es mon ami, bébé. Puchu, bébé, puchu, bébé. Give me your love,
Triple C Rada. Don't fit your mouth, cool, weave, and talk. Cause real ups again to walk the walk. I leave your iron at my white chalk. When you're talking all shit, trying to talk the talk. Yeah, put your mouth up, your name and talk. Because real again to walk the walk. I leave your iron at the white chalk. Cause I'm sit there and talk the talk. Yeah, and the mouth don't leave it talk. Cause I leave your iron at white chalk. So chickens don't talk the talk. But chickens don't walk the walk. Yeah, you can keep your mouth closed. Cause I be standing on 10 toes. I ain't practically know just how it goes. I'm gonna make sure that we're in the hole. Cause I'm out trying to clock the dough. And I be hanging out cuz and I be doing shows. And after that I got hella flow. And behind me on stage it be hella hoes. And you know that your girl chose. And you know I'm a real one, what you wanna know. Cause every day I design the clothes. And I be getting cuz with all my bros. Play the game like Picasso. Cause 1 minute to win it cause of in the scope. And I always doing that pronto. Put it down cause you know again all I'm in it for. If you're real, I'm gonna leave it talk. Cause real, I can walk the walk. I ain't lying that white chalk. If you're again to go talk the talk. And I'm a gift to mouth to even talk. Cause I leave you up at white chalk. So you don't talk the talk. If you don't walk the walk, yeah. Again, I got no fear. I'm from the hood, come stand here. A nigga come right here. And I be coming down cause it's a fresh gear. And still hold a cold beer. Put it down, nigga, cause the nigga listen here. I mention his head like a big spear. And you hurry, bitch, nigga, cause line it clear. There's no coming dead near. On you fools, how you possession, it be in tears. And run into your dead peers. Cause I'm a thug taking over up the atmosphere. Because you see the relationship, it's really weird. Jump up on me, cause I'ma go up here. Get old, flip mine, cause where you been, just saying, I'm trying to make up luck, but I can get the year. Yeah, girls begin, don't leave it talk. Cause begin to don't over chalk. I ain't looking up with white chalk. If you get niggas don't look up, but I walk the walk. I'm put your mouth and get me over talk. If you really don't walk the walk. Cause you get niggas up with white chalk. You get niggas don't walk the walk.
Life. Can be said, man. I'm in my jelly too. Woo! Shit in my pants, jelly baby son. I want kiss a chamo or a Mustang. So I tell Benny, oh, let me sing. I'm in her more, jelly toothpick. Shit in my pants, jelly baby son. Copy cool. I want kiss a chamo or a Mustang. So I tell Benny, oh, let me sing. I'm in her more, jelly toothpick. Shit in my pants, jelly baby son. I want kiss a chamo or a Mustang. So I tell Benny, oh, let me sing. Listen, I want kiss a chamo or a Mustang. Copy. So I tell, hold on, baby. Let me breathe, open it, let me eat, put some cream on the side, let me eat, on the block, they gon' ride with me, my minute in the car, they gon' slide with me, this shit. I do my dance on the beat, real music, so I put my life on the beat. On the block, they gon' ride with me, my minute in the car, they gon' slide with me, this shit. I do my dance on the beat, real music, so I put my life on the beat. Copy cool. I'm in her more, jelly toothpick. Shit in my pants, jelly baby say. Copy cool. I want kiss a chamo or a Mustang. So I tell Benny, oh, let me sing. I'm in her more, jelly toothpick. Shit in my pants, jelly baby say. I want kiss a chamo or a Mustang. So I tell Benny, oh, let me sing. Listen.
I run my time before I be a pope. Hey, my skills been and them never been a joke. Nah, gas, whole lot of smoke. Gas, don't run your bread, you won't get a rope. No, now watch this season, let me get my soap. And the say follow care to a mini choke. This might be the funnest shit I ever broke, bro. I'm on the road, I ain't going broke, I'm not.
On the block, they gon' ride with me. With my minute in the car, they gon' slide with me. I do my dance on the beat. Real music, so I put my life on the beat. Copy cool.
Slide up on my lady, you know. Miss you. Can you take this letter to my lady? Baby, I love you. Baby, I need you. And I will never leave. Can you take this letter to my lady? Baby, I'm sorry. Can you please forgive me and come on back home? I was creeping, I was cheating. No, she find no, she back up and she leaving. She tell me that she leaving. Now I'm down on my baby. Baby, please don't leave. Stay with me. Stay with me. You never know what you got until you come. You never know what you got until you come. When you sit on one side and I cry, but I'm not gonna help you after. When you see a way and let a man shopping at the mall, calling a phone and answer what I want. Time to move on. So she want a big man, she no want a little boy. This I want to play with, go find yourself a dog. Go find yourself a dog. I'm so sorry, that's all I can say, I'm sorry. That's all I can say, I'm so sorry. That's all I can say, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Can you take this letter to my lady? Baby, I love you. Baby, I need you. And I will never leave. Can you take this letter to my lady? Baby, I'm sorry. Can you please forgive me and come on back home? Said she gotta have me for herself, ain't gonna share me with no one else. She selfish when it comes to my love. Can't you tell? Can't you tell? We've been together from way back then. Before we was lovers, we was best friends. Now what I be sharing with someone else? Someone else. Your friends say why you crying over him? That's not the way it's supposed to be. Don't cry. Wipe your tears from your eyes. I never wanna see you crying over me. That's not the way it's supposed to be. Don't cry. Wipe your tears from your eyes. You don't know about loyalty. You don't know about honesty. You don't know about faithful. You don't know about it. You don't know about love. You don't know about trust. You don't know about forever. You don't know about us. Can you take this letter to my lady? Baby, I love you. Baby, I need you. And I will never leave. Can you take this letter to my lady? Baby, I'm sorry. Can you please forgive me and come on back home? Baby, come home. No more will I roam. I'm all alone. Baby, come home. Baby, come home. No more will I roam. I'm home alone.
Grind all day, you grind all day. Grind all day, grind all day, I grind all day, you grind all day, you grind all day, I grind all day, I grind all day, you grind all day, oh grind all day, grind it all day, grind all day, grind it all day, grind all day, grind all day, grind all day, grind all day, oh grind all day, you grind all day, I grind all day, you grind all day, I grind all day, you grind all day, I grind all day, let's grind all day, let's grind all day, I grind it all day. Grind all day, grind it all day, grind all day, grind all day, grind all day, grind it all day, grind all day. For the money, man, I hustle what I'm grinding for. New Benz, Lamborghini, doors I'm shining for. Trying to stop that paper, got them killers at your door. All gonna kill me, y'all got felonies, no drug charge. I'm still cooking it up, salt, deadly, stick it up. I got to work, put it in the dirt. I've been hustling since 94. Hop on the bike, put it in the bag. Track in the work first, she never had. I like designing clothes, I like designing shoes. Caught me a coupe, better get two. It ain't triggered if you got it. I spit it with a hotness. You only live once, better get your bag real. Niggas gon' stop it. It's time to show out. Put my paper, put it in the house. At the place so big, southwest to the dirty south. It ain't tricking if you got it. I spit it with a hotness. You only live once, better get your back real if you don't stop it. It's time to show out, get my paper, put another house. As the place so big, southwest to the dirty south. Grind all day, I grind all day, you grind all day, you grind all day, I grind all day, I grind all day, you grind all day, grind all day, grind it all day, grind all day, grind it all day, grind 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 all day, you grind all day, I grind all day, grind all day, I grind all day, you grind all day, I grind all day, you grind all day, grind all day, grind it all day, grind all day, grind it all day, grind all day, grind all day, grind all day, grind it all day.
Get money and dodge haters. My grind is like sandpapers. My block steam, but I learned how to move around through the vapors. Got fixed from the 44. There's no medicine that can save you. So determined to go get it. A tiptoe over razors, swimming, running, dodging lasers. Do whatever for the paper, race the spacer. Man, it's gonna be an invasion. I've been trying to keep it cool. They trying to put me on probation. I don't get $1,000 cash for 2 misdemeanor cases. So you know I grind spit. You see the look up on their faces. I step in the courtroom, paperwork in that 3K shit. Money on vacation, pack my business and take it in my phone and break that dough back right when I get back home. Cause he got his own, and if he telling me town, I can't go all alone. This shit don't change, this the same when you getting it like your clothes. Man, it's me and pesos, hey, go get paid, bottles, man, got the day shit, I got the night shit, though.
Grind all day, grind all day, I grind all day, you grind all day, you grind all day, I grind all day, I grind all day, you grind all day, grind all day, grind it all day, grind all day, grind it all day, grind 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 all day, you grind all day, I grind all day, you grind all day, I grind all day, you grind all day, I grind all day, you grind all day, grind all day, grind it all day, grind all day, grind it all day, grind all day, grind all day, grind all day, grind it all day.
Yaggah. You are now tuning in to the Yaggah Movement Radiocast every Saturday from 2 p.m. till 4 p.m. Arizona time, live and direct at radiophoenix.org. Yaggah, let's get it on. Yeah.
Everyone on the track.
She used to be a young pretty girl that I used to know. For my hood, I begging for my street to blow. She got me questioning, wondering how you really feel with all this that you're messing with. Mama, there you loco, oh, gongo love our low show, oh, loco, oh, gongo love our low show. I should you if I put me Jenny, show if I put me Jenny. Cause why they say I be acting so crazy every time that I see you, my baby. Show you if I put me Jenny, show if I put me Jenny. Cause why they say I be acting so crazy every time that I see you, my baby. My friends, them call me a fool. I swear I was a fool for you. Even when them call you a hoe, I did they fight for you. My friends, them call me a fool. I swear I was a fool for you. Even when them call you a hoe, I did they fight for you. I gave her my heart, oh, she broke it. All of my money, she dropped it. I gave her my life, she destroyed it. I gave her my heart, oh, she broke it. All of my money, she dropped it. I gave her my life, she destroyed it. Yeah. What do you do to me when I make me they want you more? But that's by the fact that you've been playing me hard love. What do you give me up when you make me no feel do you are? That's by the fact that you've been playing me hard love. This ain't no somebody don't be. I just blow out my money. How is it gonna be? Gonna be. This ain't no somebody don't be. I just blow out my money. How is it gonna be? Gonna be. I swear to God, never seen a girl like this before. I swear to God. Hey, I swear to God, never seen a girl like this before. I swear to God. I gave her my heart, oh, she broke it. All of my money,
it, I gave her my life. She destroyed it. I gave her my heart, oh, she broke it. All of my money, she dropped it. I gave her my life. She destroyed it, oh, she destroyed it. Oh, she destroyed it. She destroyed it.
Yaggah. You are now tuning in to the Yaggah Movement Radiocast every Saturday from 2 p.m. till 4 p.m. Arizona time, live and direct at radiophoenix.org. Yaggah, let's get it on. Yeah.
You keep me captivated. Oh, baby. You got it. You keep me captivated. I want make me lose my mind. Just take control. With you, I'm whole. You got my soul. Make me lose my mind. Just take control. With you, I'm whole. You got my soul. Oh, baby, you got it. You keep me captivated. Oh, baby, you got it. You keep me captivated. I want it all. Winter and summer and spring, freely fall to your arms, carry me far away, far away. Winter and summer and spring, repeatedly fall in love with me, so far away, far away. You keep me laughing, nights filled with passion. You captivate my heart. Oh, baby, you got it. You keep me captivated. Oh, baby, you got it. You keep me captivated. I want it all. Make you lose my mind. Just take control. With you, I'm whole. You got my soul. Make me lose my mind. Just take control. With you, I'm whole. You got my soul. Winter and summer and spring, freely fall to your arms, carry me far away, far away. Winter and summer and spring, repeatedly fall in love, working so far away, far away. Take me away, take me away. You got to tap my heart. Oh, baby, you got it. You keep me captivated. Oh, baby, you got it. You keep me captivated. I want that. Take me away, take me away.
Yaggah. You are now tuning in to the Yaggah Movement Radiocast every Saturday from 2 p.m. till 4 p.m. Arizona time, live and direct at radiophoenix.org. Yaggah, let's get it on. Yeah.
She used to be a young pretty girl that I used to know. For my hood or the nigga for my street to blow. She got me questioning, wondering, how you really feel with all these niggas you messing with? Mama, there you loco, oh, gongo love no show, oh, loco, oh, gongo love no show. Show you the fuck for me, Jenny. Show the fuck for me, Jenny. Cause why they say I be acting so crazy every time that I see you, my baby. Show you the fuck for me, Jenny. Show the fuck for me, Jenny. Cause why they say I be acting so crazy every time that I see you, my baby. My friends, them call me a fool. I swear I was a fool for you. Even when them call you a hoe, I did they fight for you. My friends, them call me a fool. I swear I was a fool for you. Even when them call you a hoe, I did they fight for you. I gave her my heart, oh, she broke it. All of my money, she dropped it. I gave her my life, she destroyed it. I gave her my heart, oh, she broke it. All of my money, she dropped it. I gave her my life, she destroyed it.
How is it gonna be? Gonna be. They should have something they don't be. I just blow out my money. How is it gonna be? Gonna be. I swear to God, never seen a girl like this before. I swear to God. Okay. I swear to God, never seen a girl like this before. I swear to God. I gave her my heart, oh, she broke it, all of my money, she dropped it, I gave her my life, she destroyed it, I gave her my heart, oh, she broke it, all of my money, she dropped it, I gave her my life, she destroyed it, oh, she destroyed it, she destroyed it,
African ladies, African woman, this is for you. I'm singing this sweet song. African queen, be proud of yourself now. African queen, be proud of yourself. Hear me now. African queen, be proud of yourself. Hear me now. African queen, be proud of yourself now. You are something too magical. In your beauty is too special. You are the man of humanity, the spirit of the community. What a impression you stand to show. That is the white side you are seeing son. African queen, be proud of yourself now. African queen, be proud of yourself now. African queen, be proud of yourself. Hear me now. African queen, be proud of yourself now. African ladies, never make your beautiful black skin. African woman, don't be ashamed of your origin. You have to be proud of your beautiful notes. You have to love your pretty hair. African ladies, African woman, this is for you. I'm singing this sweet song. African ladies, African woman, this is for you. I'm singing this sweet song. Rosa Parks is an African queen. Abla Boku is an African queen. Angela Davis is an African queen. Anna Ziga is an African queen. Alia Tolman is an African queen.
I got my live shirt, y'all. I got my live shirt. Oh, God. I got my live shirt right here. I got my live shirt. I don't know if I should take off my shirt. Queen, love yourself. Africa queen. Hey, okay, my microphone is not. I got my shirt, my Radio Phoenix shirt right now. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Oh. Yaggah. Yes, we are back again. Yes, indeed, Mr. Clean B. Appreciate everybody out there joining us today via RadioPhoenix.org. I just got my Radio Phoenix t-shirt, brand new. Yes, indeed. So excited about that. Most definitely. RadioPhoenix.org. One way you can support Radio Phoenix is by becoming one of our sustaining donors for your financial gifts. Sustainers receive discount savings and other benefits provided by our sustainer program partners. And don't forget, the financial contribution is tax deductible. For more information on to sign up, you can call 602-254-6636. The number again is 602-254-6636, or go online to radiophoenix.org and click on the donate button on the top menu. We thank you for your generous support of community radio. Yaggah, yaggah, yaggah. Yes, Mr. Clean B back in the building again. So I know a lot of y'all have been following the news about, the Del Curry and Sonia Curry relationship thing going on. And, I'm not really sure what to say on that part because, this is one of those, subjects, one of those issues that happens every day. Unfortunately, it happened to a celebrity. Not that everybody didn't realize that Kanye West and Kim Kardashian were divorcing, or any other celebrity out there that you guys are cool with. But this one was very different, very, very interesting. Just to hear the story, just to hear how, the divorce went about, the splits. Now there's a team Del Curry. There's a team hashtag Sonia Curry. Now there are findings that, oh well, the wife was messing around with one of the her ex-boyfriend college buddies back in the day, type of thing. And I was just hearing all the stories and asking people, different questions about, their take, and everybody got a different take on that. Everybody have a different take, especially for this one. This is not the, the part where, your significant other is betraying you physically or intimately. Hope I say it right, but pretty much doesn't have sex outside the relationship. If you know what I mean. So, the story goes like this. Of course, since Steph Curry became the Golden State Warrior, golden guy, the parents, they've been showing up at the games, and the moms dancing on top of some people, the daddy's on the side, and not my, I mean, because they're on camera, so I can tell that they don't want to give out no reaction, to anybody out there who or probably want to get some type of story, which just came out later on now, unfortunately. But what I was getting, when I was following, the whole story. Yes, of course, she was dancing, which we know about the Will Smith, Jada Pinkett. Hey, that's my wife, but as long as she comes home, whatever you want to do with her, she's gonna come home with me, blah blah blah. I don't get to people's business like this. That is your business. All I know is love is not just a word. Love is a compromise. I keep on telling y'all. I keep on, reminding y'all that love nowadays has changed. From the physicality of it to the social challenge of it to even just commit to who you with nowadays. So they've been together since the late 80s. I believe they met in 89 or 90. I gotta get the date right because I wasn't really into when they met or anything like this. Of course, he became a successful basketball NBA player. Have great kids with Sonia Curry. Created a life of familyhood, which I really respect. As a black man, I respect that. As a man, I miss that. As a father, former husband, those are things that if I was in that same, pedestal, if I was in that same plate, I would probably will keep it for the rest of my life. I will probably will know what to do, will cherish it. We'll make sure that I keep the plate, I wash it, keep it back in my bed. take it right back again, just cherish it. And last week I was just talking about, actually for the past few weeks I've been talking about relationship. Last time I brought the commitment issue where I feel that I'm not sure if it is a generation that if it is a generation continuance or if it is a new type of era how people are thinking now. But last time when I was talking about commitment, I was just pretty much expressing how there's a lack of relationship commitment nowadays. And I believe I had a call. You can call me at 602-633-2662. You can call me and pretty much express, or give your opinion about the Dale Curry, Sonia Curry, issue. What do you think about that? Do you think it was, even appropriate for, for the media to even try to depict on and trying to split the family now that they have the hashtag Sonia Curry, hashtag Dale Curry. But the one thing, above all of those dilemma and trauma, the one thing that I've learned is a simple fact that, at the end of the day, the one loser in this is pretty much the father. The one loser at the end of the day is pretty much the man who helped create the life, not birthing life, but creating the life. The soldier of the house, and it's not just to him. He really brought back some some memories, some experience with mine and other brothers and sisters, brothers out there, especially who not just have been going through that dilemma, but the lack of support that they have been feeling after any breakup, after any type of split, divorce, the lack of support that they have been feeling, has been very immense. Now I can sit here and tell you about why I'm very, relate, the story is very kind of relative to mine, not to the sense where I gotta go out and cheat on my wife, but to the point that it was a different element of issue where the issue was more of a cultural conflict, pretty much. A different culture, who are meeting together, not understanding. I mean, you have a West African, you have a California woman, all that stuff coming together and not understanding the culture shock all coming into one pot. You know what I'm saying? You can't say jambalaya, but that was a disaster of a jambalaya right there. But this was a he said, she said cheating. But the one thing that I've really grabs my attention was the simple fact that not only that the media, social media or the news media or whatever media used that story and started to pretty much, ask the children, meaning Dale's Curry children and Sonia's children, about who they will side on when the divorce is getting settled. Who are you with? Are you with your dad? Are you with your mom? And of course, the news is that, I believe the brothers, Steph Curry and his brother, are very split on that issue. His brother is siding with his dad, while him and his wife are siding with, the mom. And a whole lot of people are siding with the mom because, of course, mothers are the best. You gotta give moms props. And I just came, I love my mom. I grew up under that environment to where, not just to my relationship, but to when I came from, where my mother was pretty much my sole custody. She was pretty much my provider. To this day, I still answer to my mom. On my birthday, when she called me, she gave me some advices about, life, about, where am I heading the next 5, 10, 20 years, about decision makings and so forth. Still treat me like her son, even though I'm an old man, but I'm still her baby. That was the conversation that we had. You can't be grown, you can't have mustache, hair on top of your head to whatever areas, but you are still my baby at the end of the day. And that's where all the mothers will feel with their children. 98% of moms will always feel like this with their children. So when I went with my split, with my breakup, with my my separation, I did not understand the importance of me, not just me being there for my kids, but also, whether it's the law or not, but at the end of the day, I will still be a loser. My kids will always side with the mom, whether she's right or not. They will always will side with the mom. I came from that. Whether my dad was right or wrong, whether my mom was right or wrong, I always side with my mother, regardless of the circumstance of the situation, because she is my mom at the end of the day. Her business is not my business. My business with her is for her to care for me, for her to cater for me, for her to love me, and to help me grow, to help me, to cultivate me to become the man that I am today. And God bless God bless my dad's, soul. And my dad was my hero. I believe I expressed that up with my dad. He is my hero. He will never change. For him to bring me to America, for him to show me, the importance of life, the importance of family togetherness is what I carry with me for the rest of my life. But one thing that I've noticed, from the past till even right now, till any brothers that I know out there who are going through the Dale Curry situation where they are having this lack of support, they are having this lack of, misunderstanding, because, of course, at the end of the day, the mom's gonna be right. I would like to let every father out there, every husbands who have kids out there. If you're married, God bless you. If you have a child with a woman that you stay with, God bless you. But I'm gonna let you know one thing and one thing only. Although you're the provider, but you're not going to be the acceptance of your foundation, because there will be the queen that's always going to answer to the children's decisions. Mothers will always protect their children, regardless of how we feel, what issues, what is going on. Mothers will always protect their children by any means necessary. So it wasn't a surprise that Steph Curry and his wife, of course, because she seems to kind of have that attitude with the mom over there. Like I said, I don't care about the lifestyle. What I'm thinking, what I'm trying to bring back to the plate again is the simple fact that, again, people can meet up today, they can do whatever they want to do tomorrow. They can have the butterfly effect, give this "I love you" 3 words, travel the world everywhere, talk about, yeah, that's my boo, left and right. But when real challenges happen, this is where love is being tested, right? I'm pretty sure when Dell Curry found out his wife was either messing around or wasn't paying attention to him, that was his job for him to find out, okay, how come she's not paying attention to me? Or Sonia Curry, finding out how come my husband, the one that I married for all these years, is not looking at me the same way, I've been since he met me. Because, they're both a beautiful couple. She's still a sexy mom. If you want to say MILF, that's who I look at. Mothers, sexy moms out there. You got those sexy moms. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the sexy moms out there, single moms, plenty out there indeed. You know what I'm saying? But my thing, like I said the other day, is if I was him, the lesson I would have got from this was, what was the lesson that I would have to learn from this breakup? What didn't I pay attention to while we were together? Yes, our kids are grown, they're successful, but we are getting older. We are changing. Our lifestyle is changing. Our livelihood is changing. I told you the other day, people change. Just like life change, just like Circumstances change, just like everything change around. People change. Maybe it may be a good thing, it may be a bad thing, it may be through good circumstances or to bad circumstances, but people change. Especially if you're in a relationship, especially if you have someone that you lay your head next to, that you wake up in the morning, say good morning, that you before you leave your house say I love you, come right back home. Hey, how you doing? I cook you dinner. Would you like me to cook your dinner? All those relationship entity that we all talk about. All of those stuff that we have to pay, there's little things that we have to pay attention to. Because that breakup was just, to me, if you want to ask me, was just something that could have been avoided years ago when they were in the public eye for everyone to see. It could have been avoided a long time ago. You know, Del Kerr could have been the man that he is by saying, hey, you know what? My soon-to-be ex-wife is shying away from me, or she's doing different things, like dancing on top of men on cameras and stuff like that. And I'm not liking this. Even though I'm in front of the camera, I'm not liking what I'm seeing. But I gotta confront her. I gotta ask what's going on. Maybe I'm not giving her the attention she needs, because last time I checked, fellas, women not just need attention, but they crave for attention. Women not just crave for attention, but they deserve attention. It could be the attention that you probably are tired of. It could be the attention that you don't want to face, but they crave for that want, that need. That look at me, look, like I'm even to the point I even look at some TikTok, couples where, you got women, you got wives out there who do those little TikTok videos where they, the husband, bypass them and they bring the husband tissue like, hey, what, you missing something, and the husband go and smack the behind of the wife. Beautiful thing, yes indeed, amen to that. Yaga yaga. Oh yes, fellas, like I said, just smack the back of your lady. If you got to do it for the pleasure and the good pain of it. I'm just saying. But I just realized some wives, some women do enjoy that smacking from the backside. And stuff like this is stuff that we have to pay attention to. Like, I'm just saying, I know that children are listening to me right now. But little things like this that, my brother Del Curry, if you hear me right now, and I'm sorry about your divorce because I'm going through the same thing. And I know a couple of folks are going through the same thing. But I am against divorce because marriage is everything. Marriage is not just about love, but it's a relationship investment for the body, the soul, the mind, the spirit, y'all. But if your woman is saying, eat me up tonight, fellas, eat her up. If your woman is telling you, hey, babe, smack me from the back, just go and just smack. You don't even have to drop the oil. No. Just you don't have to put no gloves on you. Nah, just make sure that you get your hands like the Iron Man and just give it that pleasure and that good pain, fellas. So you're not going to end up like Dale Curry, wife in the jungle, being mom, the sexy mom of all time. And I'm sorry, Steph Curry, but if your mom comes to me, she can call me at 602-633-2662, and I can talk to her about real love. I can share some real intimacy, some hashtag sexual healing. Yes, definitely. Yes, indeed. I'm just saying, okay? I'm just saying, okay, I lost on that privilege. If you got that privilege, my brother, wherever you come from, take advantage of that. Okay, take advantage of it. If your woman is out, if your wife, and I say wife, WIFE, whether you got one or you got four of them, if they're all four of them, say, hey man, come in, do me right, just do her right. You know what I'm saying? If she says smack me from the backside, smack her from the backside. That's love. That is pure love. I mean, you can't hit on that. I mean, who's gonna hit on that? Trust me, man. If I was married today, trust me, that would be my job. My job would be just to wake up, say, honey, good morning. I got my hand oil greased, and I make sure that my wife is gonna be happy when she gets up. Oh yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yaggah, yaggah, yaggah. Hashtag sexual healing. Oh yeah. We out of here. We are out of here. I want to say thank you for everybody out there. Thank you for those out there who joined me today. And for all my brothers and sisters out there, share the love, spread the love. Good love indeed. Good love indeed. And to my brother Novi, God bless you. Rest in heaven. You will be missed, most definitely, out here in Phoenix, Arizona. My prayers goes out to your family, to your loved ones out there, for those out there who care for you. And you always will be in my heart, my mind, my soul, brother. You always will be my brother. Novi Centeric, God bless you all the time, forever, man. Rest in power, brother. And for those out there we lost along the way, God bless your heart, God bless your soul. And please wear a face mask. If you're not vaccinated, please wear a face mask. For the love of God, just wear a face mask. God bless y'all. We on point. Coming up next. We out of here. Yaggah.
Radio Phoenix wishes to thank Hell City Saints.
I'm sorry about the hand grease. I'm sorry about the hand grease. I do apologize. I do apologize. I do apologize. I know I was going to say hand grease like that. Everybody's going to start saying, oh my God, Mr. Clean me. Oh no.
Downtown Phoenix. We wish to thank the Hell City Saints Car Club, Hell City Saints, and the American Legion Post 1 on Facebook.
I'm Antonia Gonzalez. Join me for National Native News, America's only national radio newscast devoted to covering stories about and of interest to Native people.